Hey everyone, I haven't posted anything in a while because of my work, but thankfully the 50 to 60 hour work weeks are over and I can continue working on the game. So today I'll show you some stuff I worked on in the past months. I'm tired of working in 2D for so long, so I decided to experiment with 3D platforming. The idea for this was to create a movement mechanic around momentum. The faster you go, the further you jump. You'd use downhill ramps to go faster, and you could roll to go even faster. But I stopped because the movement system wasn't consistent, and the game was more annoying and frustrating than fun. Then went back to my 2D game. I made a moving object the player can hang on, but the player can't jump upwards and can't slide along the wall, so I need to fix that. Also tried my hand at improving the camera. But trying to work while your brain and body are exhausted isn't the best thing to do. So I just made things worse. Look at this jumble of garbage. What was I thinking? This just doesn't make any sense. As I had some sleep and rest, I went back and changed it. I now have most, if not all, control going into this small function, instead of the jumbled mess before. When there's a change, it, for the most part, pans and zooms the camera smoothly. Implemented a simple camera panning transition when the player enters a new room, and also put in camera blockers on walls, so when the player is next to a wall, I can stop the camera from going into it. Continuing to work on making modular city assets for the game, I'm liking how it's going so far. Objects are very low poly, but not too simple for my tastes. I can use multiple simple objects to create a more complex and interesting composition of structure. I was having a hard time thinking of the style of assets that I wanted. They go more complex or more simple. I finally found what I was looking for after watching Pixel Pusher's video, World Building Part 1, 3D Design for the 2D Artist. It demonstrates how he uses Blender to make 3D buildings, renders them out, then paints the rendered pictures in Photoshop. Probably wondering why my assets are just blue, yellow, and purple. I didn't want to texture them yet, and I figured if they looked good as simple colors, then they look good as finished textures. And now I'm experimenting with shaders. Usually I would make multiple of the same asset like a wall, but unwrap them differently and give them different textures on a trim sheet. But I was thinking instead of have duplicates of essentially the same wall, I would make duplicates of the shader, but move the texture coordinates to match up with the asset. These are the same wall assets, but with different shaders applied to them. And now I can swap out tile walls with concrete ones, and I don't have to unwrap, export, and import multiple assets. I just need to do one. Originally, I only had a male protagonist because the story called for it. But as development went on, the story felt less important. And if it's not integral to the story, why not let the player be whoever they want to be? So I started a quick prototype of a female character. A quick model and outfit, but barely started on the hair. I hate hair. I can draw hair no problem, but modeling hair is so tedious and frustrating to me. But I'll get it done because I doubt many people only want to play as bald people. Well, that's all I have. Thanks for watching.